Well, it's the Glasgow Mets first onto the court. And number 1, Magdalena Prokop, the opposite. She is joined by number 3 setter Anastasia Barokuyeva. Joining them in the number 4, Taya Keys. And on court now, Alex Dickinson, outside hitter. And they'll be joined by number 6, Ekaterina Bacharnikova. And joined by number 16, middle blocker, Olivia Elliott. And the libero wearing the number 14, Patricia Trott. City of Edinburgh coming onto court now, wearing the number 2. First on court is Ellen Ranklin. Joining her in the number 3 is Katie Barber. They're joined by number 4, opposite hitter Megan Fife. Joining them, number 6, Rachel Ferguson. They're joined by their setter, number 8, Emma Waldy. And on court with them, number 12, Rachel Morrison. And joined by their libero, wearing the number 13, Anna Richardson. Well, hello and welcome to the Scottish Cup Finals. You are joining myself, Kennedy Mason. Alongside me is my expert and co-commentator. She's played D1 in the US. She is a Scottish Premier League champion, and she's a development officer in Scotland. Maddie Weber, how you doing?
Kennedy, I am fantastic. I'm just happy to be here, enjoying another day of volleyball down at the Pleasance on this lovely Cup Finals weekend. We've got our last match of the day just about to start, the Women's Scottish Cup Final between City of Edinburgh and Glasgow Mets. It should be a good match. Just coming off the back of a 5-set victory for City of Glasgow Ragazzi versus City of Edinburgh. It was a tough battle, but ultimately Glasgow got the win.
City of Edinburgh in blue, serving Glasgow Mets in black. And it's Glasgow Mets first on the board as that serve drifts deep. Short serve. The second ball over, picked up by the libero. The third contact is there, but not over the net. The overpass covered by Barokuyeva. The set picked up with a tip out to left side. Keys with some great defense. The set out to Prokop, and she knocks one off the block, and it's away. Out to left side. Great defense from Mets. Dickinson puts it over. To left side again. It's off the block, and it just lands inside the Mets court. Big block with Prokop alongside the middle, Bacharnikova, for very long arms through that right side for Mets.
A couple of big swings from Rachel Morrison. Her and Emma Waldy really like to connect out on the court, with, I would say, a majority of her sets going. Well, I've misspoke. As she sets the right side, Megan Fife.
The tip covered by Barokuyeva. Out to Dickinson for the set. Richardson puts a touch on it, but there's nothing else to it. Lovely serve from the middle. The block is on for Glasgow Mets. Waldy covers the set back out to right side. It's a free ball over to Prokop. Out to Keys. The coverage is there. Out to Prokop this time. Set wide out to right side, and the block is there for Taya Keys. Drifting long on that serve for Glasgow Mets. But a strong start from both teams.
Yes, we are fixing up for another close game, I believe.
Good pass from Keys out to Prokop. Lovely coverage from Dickinson. The pipe attack is dug. Out to Keys, who's off the net. Oh, and she makes it past the block somehow. Ferguson got that first block touch, and she tried to cover herself and play it again, but just didn't put enough on it that someone else could come below it. Those are the worst ones where you watch them knock off your hands on the way down. Off the block, Prokop with the overpass, with the block for center Barakieva. Almost like Glasgow Mets drew it up like that. Through the middle, Prokop puts a hand on it. Another huge block for Mets. Edinburgh trying to recycle. This one's hard off the block. Out to Keys. Keys with the cross-court shot. The pipe attack rolls off the net, takes a touch. Dickinson gets a second touch, and we're still in play. Oh, my apologies. There was a first touch earlier on that I got excited and I just missed.
Quite the atmosphere in here this evening. Our last match of the day. Any predictions?
This is a tough one. These two teams really go back and forth. Both teams have had an incredible season. I think it's honestly who's going to show up on the day and who's going to play on the big occasion. I wouldn't be surprised if either team took it. What about you, Maddie?
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. And both of their best performances, they could be anyone.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely just who's going to be showing up and being most consistent, I think. This City of Edinburgh side has been quite consistent all year. But this Glasgow Met side can be really dominant when they show up. So we'll just see how it plays out.
That one very close from Ferguson. Just too short, hanging up on the net band. Through the middle, the block is on for Mets. Nice defense from Keys. Through the middle this time for Mets. And it's worked off the block and away. Lovely decision from Olivia Elliott to work it off the hands. And an ace for Glasgow Mets to put them up by 4 points in set one. Going for it again, nice deep serve. Someone touched the net, and I think it's Elliott that got her hands caught on the way up. Megan Fife back to serve for City of Edinburgh. And the heat in this hall just taking the ball and putting a little bit of extra flight on it. That one sailing out the back. Some good defense from Elia, but it's over and just out. That ball was left, but that was very close. Good pass onto the head of Barakuyeva. The middle attack from Ekaterina Bacharnikova. Well, it wasn't the hardest swing, but it was very effective. Just caught Richardson up a bit higher than she was expecting. The tip picked up. Out to Prokop, and out of court, and does not connect with hands. So a point for City of Edinburgh. Out of system set, out to Dickinson, goes for the sharp angle. Works well enough. Keys with some lovely defense. Prokop down the line! Oh my goodness, Glasgow Mets making something out of absolutely nothing. Keys laying out to pick it up. Somehow Prokop able to get around that and find the line. Their way around the block and now finding a little bit of success through that left side. Still trailing by 3 points, but lots of set left to play. An overpass onto Richardson, but an overpass right back from Richardson into the hands of Bacharnikova, who puts it away. A little 1-for-1. Ball still in play. Dickinson hustling to bring it back. Free ball over. City go again. Through the middle. The set out to Prokop, who puts a tip over. Richardson reads it well. Out to right side. And the tip is in. Forcing her way through the block. Free ball back over onto Prokop. Mets have to go again. The second ball attack falls. Anastasia Barakuyeva hasn't pulled that one out of her bags of tricks yet, but it was as good a time as any, and City of Edinburgh weren't quite ready for it. A few bodies hitting the floor. So we'll have the first timeout call come from City of Edinburgh. Ian Brownlee not liking the momentum that Glasgow Mets have managed to build up so far in the set, but it's Glasgow Mets up 14-10 in set one. the baseline, and she can't quite make it over the tape. A set out to Taya Keys. Nice dig coming through from Ferguson. Really good from Trot as well to keep it going. Keys again, goes for the roll. Waldy is there to cover. That's a tight set. And Brokieva and Elliott shutting that one down. Glasgow Mets, by far not the tallest team, but a lot of the girls on this team have hops, and if that set is too close to the tape, you really run out of an angle quite quickly. Pushed out to the left side. The shot is too sharp and doesn't make it over the net. It's tough when you're trying to force those angles and those difficult shots. That margin for error is so small.
City of Edinburgh really having a hard time trying to find their rhythm here.
Keys with a nice serve. Through the middle. Prokop picks it up. Out to Dickinson. And no matter what, there's a net touch call, I think against Ranklin. Hard to say. But Glasgow Mets come away with the point. So we'll get another timeout. The margin becomes larger. Glasgow Mets up 17-11 in set one. From the baseline. High pass to Waldy. But the swing is off the antenna. If that antenna is contacted by the ball, whichever team has touched it last loses the point. The second that antenna is involved in play, rally's over. Out to right side. Oh, and it snuck in court. Both Keys and Prokop thinking that swing possibly wide. But it had enough topspin on it to slide inside that baseline. Fife with the serve. The bump set out to Prokop, puts a roll over. Waldy finds Ranklin. Prokop with the bump out to Dickinson. The pipe attack for City of Edinburgh is dug. High to Keys, she'll have a long attack. That's a little bit behind her, I think, trying to force the baseline and got a little bit underneath that ball. The overpass. Richardson takes it. Tip covered by Brokieva. The set this time too far forward for Keys. She puts a free ball over as well. And I believe a touch on the way out. A touch just off the hand of Trot. I think thought for a second she had it, then it was going out, caught in between mimes and got the glancing blow off her platform.
Absolutely, that can be one of the trickiest calls to do as you're trying to pass live in a game.
Block is covered. Mets recycle. It's a tight set for Dickinson, and she can't make her way past the tape. set one.
A lot of these players played in the Ball Time All-Stars match last night. Kennedy, you also played in that. How did you find it, playing with some of your old teammates from Mets and perhaps some new teammates from other teams?
You know what? I absolutely loved it. It was really it was a ball. I think everyone went out, played a really strong game. I think we were all there for a laugh, but all there because we've been so competitive in the season. Maddie, you were there as well. We were across the net from each other. I had an excellent time. What about you?
Oh, I had a great time as well. I was in it to win it, that's for sure. It was fun though. Great time.
A set through the middle, picked up. Ranklin takes the set, that's tight. The block is there for Elliott.
You can tell Katie Barber was doing her absolute best to try and keep that ball in, but there just wasn't the coverage there to recycle that ball.
And fair to Ranklin, she's trying to give that good aggressive set, get her hitters on the net, but it's a tough ask when you're falling away from the tape as well. Another overpass for City of Edinburgh, and it's into the waiting hands of Glasgow Mets. Just rolling over the tape. Ranklin has to have a swing at it to keep it in play. Caught up in the block. Ranklin again, some great defense. Lovely from Elliott, the push out to Dickinson. The block is on for Waldy. Fife takes this one. And too sharp on the swing again for City of Edinburgh. Those shots just not falling their way so far in set one.
You don't often see a middle with as many digs as what Ellen's got right now. She's absolutely doing her very best to keep these balls alive.
Defensively, she's doing absolutely amazing. She's really keyed in on this game, which we love to see from a middle. Speaking of middles defending, lovely from Elliott. Out to Dickinson. Richardson gets a touch on it. Waldy has a swing. Out to Prokop. Lovely from Fife to keep this in play. Oh, and the original call is out. Changed to in as we had a second to reevaluate. If any part of that ball even flattens on any part of the line, the call is in. So a 5-point deficit now. City of Edinburgh is still very much in this first set, but need to make a move quickly. Nice hands from Dickinson. Out to Bechernakova. And the swing from Waldy.
Emma Waldy is absolutely fired up. I played with her for the first time yesterday in the ball time game, and she is a fierce competitor. She does not like to lose.
No, Emma and myself played together through uni as well, and she is an excellent setter. She really knows who's putting the balls down. She'll find the hitters that are producing. And sometimes she'll produce some swings herself.
Obviously, yeah.
So City of Edinburgh making up a little bit of their deficit, still 3 points back, but gathering a little bit of momentum. Well, a very confident out key from Taya Keys. Out call, my goodness, from Taya Keys. But that was, I think, a little bit closer than expected.
Definitely not a call I probably would have made so quickly, but I went her way this time, so.
Rakieva with the float serve, out to left side for City of Edinburgh. Keys with some excellent defense, but a net touch call against Glasgow Mets, so the point going the way of City of Edinburgh. really cheeky float serve from Ranklin. Oh, and some lovely defense from Ranklin as well. But the two-ball attack is what falls.
That was some dig by the middle, Ellen Ranklin.
Excellent defense.
She comes out with some really, really impressive defensive work.
Historically, Emma Waldy also loving that two-ball attack. She hasn't pulled it out just yet. I wonder when we're going to get to see it, because she will use it in times of stress to take the pressure off her team.
Absolutely, a cheeky little roll shot into the middle of the court by Rachel Morrison. And that falls. City of Edinburgh trying to climb their way back. They've left it a bit late, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Out to Prokop. The call is out, doesn't connect with hands. We'll hear a little bit of argument from Glasgow Mets, but not too much. So it's now 21 serving 23 coming to the final stages of set one. On to Trot. Rakieva finds Keys. Soft block into the corner. The tip is picked up. Trot with the set. Keys is off the net. One rolls over the block again. That set a little bit inside. Rakieva with the dig. Keys again. Richardson's under this one. Out to left side again. Trot's under this one. This one's right back over. Waldy puts hands on it. Hard off the block, but it's out and away, and City of Edinburgh get 22 points. So we'll have the timeout call for Glasgow Mets as their lead is all but gone. It is 22 serving 23 in set one.
This is what I mean about the consistency that I was talking with City of Edinburgh. They had their playoff final against our team, Kennedy, and we were up 23-18 against them, but they just don't quit fighting. And
were we really? That is a horrible stat.
It is a bitter one to swallow for sure. But I think that just goes to show the fight that this team has and that they don't quit, even when they're down.
That's definitely true. They are a team that will keep going no matter what. And I think even if we see Glasgow Mets pull out the win in this first set, the momentum that City of Edinburgh have built will do them really, really well in the sets to come. On to Dickinson, a set out to Prokop. The tip is covered. A little bit of scramble play for Edinburgh, but they're able to put a swing on it. And that's going to tie us up at 23 all.
Nice little serving run for Emma Waldy here.
Bacharnikova taking that one. The swing from Keys is on, but Rachel Ferguson there to shut her down.
Rachel coming in the clutch with that big block. This will be an impressive comeback if they can take this right here.
City of Edinburgh have one set point to work with. Out of system, Barakieva goes for Prokop. And Prokop not able to put it over the tape. 25-23. City of Edinburgh takes set one. set 2 underway. It's out to Prokop for the first swing of set 2. Ranklin with the swing, and she gets her way past Keys. Ranklin with the serve, and Ranklin just can't quite make it past the net.
This game's tied up at 1-1. Closest it's been since 0-0.
A set from Dickinson is a free fall over from Keys. Out to the left side for City of Edinburgh, and Trot gets under this one. Barakieva goes for Bacharnikova through the middle. And Glasgow Mets having a word saying they're not quite happy with that reach over the net. Well, in our online poll on the live stream, it's a close one. 52% of those who voted think City of Edinburgh will be the Scottish Cup champions. 47% thinking it is Glasgow Mets. I know it doesn't add up to 100. I'm not sure how the math works on that, but not my fault, promise. Charnikova takes the pass, the set's out to Prokop. City of Edinburgh able to put a tip on it. The pipe attack from Dickinson, she's a bit underneath that ball and she can't quite find court. So an early 4-1 lead for City of Edinburgh in set 2. Prokop with a tip over that Richardson reads well. And the return tip from City of Edinburgh falls. And a 5-1 lead now in set 2. An early timeout from Glasgow Mets, as they are not liking the momentum that City of Edinburgh got from winning that first set. Waldy from the baseline. Off the timeout, puts a nice serve onto Dickinson. Keys rolls one off the top of the block. Waldy pushes it out to left side. Some good defense from Dickinson. The 2-ball picked up on a block. Dickinson with some good defense. The push to Keys. Keys tips one into the pot. And what do you say about that campfire zone, Maddie?
It's always open. It's not always open, but when it is, it feels good.
It really does.
It really feels good to just catch him out.
And an ace for Glasgow Mets. That one just catching Richardson high. I think she thought maybe that would drop and it just kept on floating.
That is reminiscent of the serve You know what I'm talking about, Kennedy. I don't need to go into details.
I do recall.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. The set out to Fife. Prokop down the line. Stunning from Prokop. She was a little bit quiet at the start of this set, but now she's starting to get those swings back under her.
Magda is really a strong hitter. When she's connecting, it is hard to stop her.
Charnikova with the floaty serve onto Richardson. Out to Fife again. Keys digs it. Prokop, cross court this time. Waldy's there. Fife again onto Dickinson. Out to Keys. Good from Richardson. And that's off the block and wide. Prokop ducking out of the way for that one. And that was an awkward, that's one of the ones where you might play it if you're playing a little frantic or a little nervous. Well, the redirect is there. There's some scrambled play. The call goes the way of Metz. And the call is 4 touches against City of Edinburgh. So again, we don't have VAR, we don't have Hawkeye here. We can't look at these slow-mo replays to see, was there a block touch, was it a playable touch? Anything like this, but I think Waldy is having a chat. Yes, she's behind the ref stand. I couldn't see who it was. Waldy's having a chat with the referee. And we'll get the timeout call now for City of Edinburgh. We are tied 6-6 in set 2. Maddie, I believe that's as close as it's been since about 0-0.
Well, actually, it was 1-1. So it's as close as it's been since 1-1, I would say. And 0-0 before that. But nonetheless, this is a real, as we say back in Indiana, a real barn burner.
Oh, you gotta love Indiana.
You do. Now, Glasgow Metz was just promoted to the Premier League this year, so if they are able to pull off a Scottish Cup win in their first year in the Premier League, that will be pretty impressive.
Dickinson able to put a hand on it, but not able to bring it back into play. Nice floaty serve. Dickinson puts hands on it, out to Keys. The block is there for Ellen Ranklin.
Rachel Ferguson back to serve. Just long by Magda.
You can see the vision. She tried to put some topspin on it to sneak it inside court, knowing she was a bit off of where she'd be hitting from, but couldn't quite connect the way she wanted. Out to Keys. That's another inside set. She does what she can with it. Oh, Now I think Glasgow Met's getting a little bit lucky that that one drifted out because not a soul on court moved to defend that shot.
Definitely. And that's one of those shots that can very easily just sneak in. But not that time.
Ooh, Ranklin going for it, but just wide of court. She's another player, similar to Magda Prokop, that when she connects, she can leather a ball.
Absolutely, and she's quite smart with how she plays as well. So it is quite a threat when you're trying to play against her.
Glasgow Met's leaving that one as well, and it's out the back.
And we're all tied up once again.
Lovely block from Elliott. City has to go again. And that contact not making it past the net. Well, a flip-flop of score. Correct me if I'm wrong, Maddie, but I think this is the first time Metz has been ahead this set.
I believe you're correct. They have taken this lead with a bit of momentum as well. Taya Keys with an impressive serving run.
A set out to Dickinson. Stuck in the block. Still in play. That one makes it over. The second ball attack from Dickinson. Well, you have to say that was some impressive scramble defense from the City of Edinburgh, but smart play for Glasgow Metz to go on that two-ball attack and run that rapid offense, knowing City's probably going to be scrambling to get back in position.
Absolutely.
Timeout call coming from Ian Brownlee. Glasgow Metz up 11-9 in set 2. Brownlee getting a quick talking to from the referee saying please get back onto court with haste after a timeout. I think he had a lot to say to his players in that timeout. Trot put some hands on it, but Ellen Ranklin is there waiting. Glasgow Metz are saying that Ranklin has come over onto their side while making that play.
I wasn't sure if they were saying that she was on their side or if she had hit the net.
Honestly, I wasn't quite sure either. I think it's one of those ones where you just don't want the point to go the way it did, so you gotta say something. And an ace for Megan Fife.
Megan Fife, new to the City of Edinburgh squad this year. She is from New Zealand. She's been an impressive addition, playing on the right side consistently for the team.
Now that swing from Dickinson into the net band instead of the block. So the call is 4 touches against Glasgow Metz. And we will have a change of libero as well. Number 19 coming into play now, Karolina Jatkowska. To be in coverage for City of Edinburgh, but a little bit hectic. And no one quite gets underneath the ball. Lovely from Keys. City of Edinburgh have to go again. This time it's Elliott that gets underneath it. Out to Keys for the swing. Waldy with the first ball attack. Elliott's underneath this as well. Out to Dickinson. Rolls one in, but Richardson's underneath it. Oh, the touch from Prokop, almost catching out Keys. Franklin has a swing, I think misconnects, but it doesn't matter, a point's a point.
Absolutely. Back in the libero, Carolina, she used to set at Ragazzi last year. She is one of those players who is just pretty good at everything. So she's stepping up for Glasgow Mets this year as their libero.
Set out to Dickinson, down the line, Fife keeping it in play. Petkovska keeps it going. Bacharnikova puts it away. We are tied at 13. We knew this was going to be a close match, but neither of these teams letting either one get too far ahead. We're just kind of going 1 for 1 at this point. Glasgow Mets go again through the middle. Bacharnikova putting one down. That's a really difficult thing for a middle to do when that set is coming rapid from your right shoulder, to be able to turn and redirect it into that one position on court. Really impressive stuff from Ekaterina. Oh, Ekaterina reading that two-ball attack from Waldy. Prokop going for the angle shot. Waldy gets some good defense behind it. It's a free ball over. Bacharnikova takes it. Barakuyeva with the hand, setting up her middle. Keys gets a lovely touch on that shot. Out to Dickinson. Rolling off the block. Waldy finding left side. And after a very long rally, finally it falls.
A hard cross-court shot by Rachel Morrison to find the kill for City of Edinburgh.
Franklin very close to just trickling over, but not quite. Well, miss serve for miss serve as that one from Dickinson is out the back. Keys with a big approach and goes again. City able to get a swing on it. Lovely from Richardson, keeping it in play. Down the line is good for it.
Both these teams have been really good at keeping their composure in these long rallies. We've had a couple of really long rallies, and when you're playing games like this, when the score's 15-16, these long rallies can kill you.
Oh, they are lung busters. It's tough mentally as well to stay focused for the whole game.
City taking a bit of the momentum here. This is the biggest lead we've seen for a while, and it's only 2 points, so I think that's saying something.
Charnikova covering her own block, pushed out to Keys. Oh, Taya Keys loves that pot.
Very sneaky, sneaky, right into the middle of the court. She hides it well with a nice hard approach and then just dinks it right over the top.
A one-hand set from Waldy just to try and keep it going. Rakieva with the two-ball attack that's dug. Oh, but a big block from Elliott and Prokop. It's sometimes hard to go back to the baseline after those really intense points. There's a lot of high energy in your team. You've got a lot of high energy in yourself as well. And it's so easy to just send one out the back. Oh, what a spot from Dickinson. Very casual Selly. She just took a look, found the dead space on court, and fired a free ball into it. Free ball over, onto Yatkovska, out to Keys. The tip into the pot again from Taya Keys. My goodness, she has seen a shot that she likes, and City of Edinburgh so far with no answer to it. So we'll have a substitution as Sydney Maxwell comes on for City of Edinburgh. Ian Brownlee has already used his 2 timeouts for the set. He's just looking to try something new here. Out to Keys. This time the tip into the pot, covered by Waldy. Yatkovska takes the set, sets up Keys. It's a free ball over. But it's a first ball attack right back. And the contact on that ball is low, and that ball is going to fly out the back of court. Now a 2-point lead for Glasgow Mets.
You can see Katie Barber is getting frustrated.
Out to Maxwell. Oh, there's 2 touches from Glasgow Mets, but not a third. And Maxwell now getting into the game. Ferguson sailing one deep. Waldy takes that first contact. Ferguson with the set and out to Maxwell. Brakieva tries to go for a sneaky one over the shoulder. She's red. Dickinson gets hands on it, but the call is a net touch against City of Edinburgh. And so Glasgow Mets will maintain the 2-point lead. Well, City of Edinburgh were down by more than this in set 1 and managed to come back into play. We'll see if Glasgow Mets can force this one through and get to 25 first. That from Maxwell, a really smart decision, just dropping one short in front of Prokop. Floaty serve onto Yatkovska. Dickinson unleashing, forcing her way through Waldy, through Ranklin. keeping it in play. City go again. Elliott gets another touch. The second contact not there for Glasgow Mets. Three players going, you go, no I go, no you go, and no one going. On to Keys, lovely pass. The middle attack is Doug. And a bit of chaotic defending for Glasgow Mets, and we are tied at 22 all. Well, now it's just a race to 3. These sets have no cap, but you have to win by 2. These teams trying to hit 25 first, but unless you're 2 points clear, we're just gonna keep going. Dickinson from way back in court. Oh goodness, that somehow worked. Richardson got caught chasing after it, gets a contact, but there's no second touch. And the block is on for Glasgow Mets. Well, Glasgow Mets have 2 set points to work with. 24 serving 22. Can they do it in 1? Barakieva with a little bit too much float on that serve. Those nerves can sometimes creep in. The ears start to, or the shoulders rather, start to come up near the ears. And it's just tense. Well, this is a tactical timeout call from Glasgow Mets. They're gonna make Ellen Ranklin think about her serve. It's 23 serving 24. Ranklin keeps her wits about her, and it's an ace! Well, that's good for a serve from Ranklin. It's good enough to keep things going. Again, it's win by 2, so we're just gonna keep going until a team is 2 points clear. Neither team has timeouts left. And another ace for City of Edinburgh. It's now set point for City. Whoa, now that was very close from Ranklin to being 3 aces in a row. Dickinson with a deep one. Oh, and that's not returned either. My goodness. These players just going for their serves here at the end of set 2. It's now 26-25. Glasgow Mets have another set point. Dickinson going for a similar serve. The tip covered by Brokieva. Trot takes the set. Keys is off the net. Still in play for City of Edinburgh. Trot is under this one as well. Through to the middle. And the shot is wide. And Glasgow Mets, by the skin of their teeth, take set 2, 27-25. Well, we are tied one set apiece here in the Pleasance for our Women's Scottish Cup Final. And there's a bold move from Anna Brokieva. First contact from the setter is a two-ball attack into the middle, and City of Edinburgh not ready for it. We've had a shout out in our comments section as well from Dr. Brian Harmon, the dad of Taya Keys, who is watching all the way from Indiana. Taya Keys playing absolutely fantastic so far this evening, so certainly a good one to watch. Rockieva with a big float serve. Franklin making her way through the block. This is out to Dickinson. Goes down the line, but finds the line a bit too hard. Through the middle, nice redirect from Charnikova. And no angle to go off of. There's a very tight set to work with. Dickinson with a very deep serve. And the call is a net touch against Glasgow Mets. I think potentially Bacharnikova connecting with that net on the way up. Waldy not quite putting enough heat on it. The overpass onto the hand of Keys, and that will not be returned. Taya Keys, another player that's not the tallest on court, but she has springs for legs. She can jump so high, it's just like she floats up there. Oh, lovely serve from Bacharnikova. And a nice leave from Metz as well. Rockieva saying thank you to anyone listening that one was deep. And a timeout call for City of Edinburgh. Strong start for Glasgow Mets in set 3. They are up 6-2. Bacharnikova getting involved in the defensive game, but it's a free ball over for City of Edinburgh to work with. Takes a glance off the block. Bacharnikova with the set to Prokop. Waldy gets under this one. Prokop picking up that roll shot. Keys with a roll shot of her own. Maxwell's under it. High off the block. Keys fixing it up. Now, the rule here is a really tricky one. If it comes outside the antenna on the way back over, you also have to put it back over outside the antenna. You almost have to keep it outside of court before you play it back in. Taya Keys saying that's what she did, but referee not agreeing with her. And again, not much you can do to fight that one, other than say the ball doesn't lie. So the next point's going to be a tell-all. Well, there you go from Keys. She must have done the right thing on the previous point. Free ball finds the baseline. City of Edinburgh back to just 2 points behind. Or my apologies, back to 3 points behind. 4 serving 7. Dickinson deciding to leave it, but it drops right inside the baseline. Big swing! My goodness, that is nice. Olivia Elliott hasn't connected like that in a little bit, but that's getting her all fired up. Ranklin stopped with a block. Waldy knows she can't jump. She's a backcourt setter at the moment, doing a good job to stay on the floor. Dickinson from off the tape puts one over. A big push out to left side. Seems to take a glancing blow and makes its way through. A second ball attack. There's some scrambling, but it does come back. Prokop takes the free ball. Now it's City of Edinburgh with an opportunity to make something of it. Good defense from Trott. Dickinson goes cross court. Oh, so close. Richardson gets the touch, but can't quite put enough behind it. Now, nobody from Met's going for it. I think all they could do was watch that shot, and luckily drifting out wide. Lovely pickup from Keys. Barakieva does her best to bring it back. There's going to be a scramble here for City, but it does come back as a free ball. Out to Dickinson. Waldy covers herself. And does it touch anything on the way? The call is no. So no one from Metz is going to be speaking up. I don't think that's a surprise. The call went their way, and I think we're all going to see tight lips from Glasgow Metz. Metz leaving another one to fall, and it's also wide. They are up 12-6 now in set 3. Oh, now some lovely touches from both defenders, but it's a net call against Glasgow Metz that ends the rally, and it's a point for City of Edinburgh. Brakieva with a 2-ball attack picked up by Fife. Out to Dickinson. Down the line, Dickinson gets the point. The pipe attack from City of Edinburgh, not making it past the net. So we'll get the timeout call from City of Edinburgh. Glasgow Mets doubling their score here in set 3. They are up 14-7. Brakieva from the baseline out of the timeout. Oh, the block is on for Prokop and Bacharnikova. They had several of them in set 1, pretty quiet in set 2, but they are back to business in set 3. This time it's around the block and around the defenders. Oh, lovely bit of defending from Ellen Ranklin. She's having quite the game for herself. And Magda Prokop deciding to go for the lefty, not even a pokey punch, I guess, off the block, and it's away. Point's a point. That's some good creative play from Mets. Well, this one's out the back. Bacharnikova was there to put up a block, but I don't think it made any contact with it. High deflection off the block. Fife is there for the second one. Oh, clever stuff from Rachel Ferguson. Goes for the volley off the block of Prokop. Waldy from the baseline. That's a floaty one. Truck gets hands on it. Nice set from Brakieva to let Taya Keys have a swing. And she is back to finding that middle of court, that heart of court that she knows so well. What a push from Brakieva. Prokop knocking it off the arms of Fife. Keys deflects off the block and into the ref stand. And we're seeing some frustration now from City of Edinburgh. It's a really tough set when it seems like none of the shots and none of the bounces go your way, and then none of the ref calls are going your way either. Makes things very difficult. We'll have a substitution for City of Edinburgh. Sydney Maxwell coming in for Megan Fife. And too much heat on the serve from Macharnikova. That one's out the back. Well, sometimes they fall for you, sometimes they don't. I think everyone on Glasgow Mets is quite surprised at how that one went down, but it's all laughs and smiles from Olivia Elliott as she has snuck one into the corner. Oh, the pancake keeps things in play, my goodness. The cover off the block, Glasgow Mets can't do it twice. Olivia Elliott, another good redirect from the middle. The overpass from Prokop, and that's into the danger zone. Well, City of Edinburgh is still 8 points behind. Glasgow Mets need 5 points to take the set and go up 2-1. But like we saw in set one, City of Edinburgh are a team that will never give up. The roll shot from Keys, picked up by Ferguson. And Dickinson can't quite get a platform behind it. Ferguson hitting a dead ball. That's a wicked serve. Mets just have to put a free ball over it. City of Edinburgh go again. Finally having some success through that left side. And we'll have the timeout call for Glasgow Mets. They did well to get themselves a big lead, but that's all but dwindled to 6 points. And they can feel the momentum shift. So Glasgow Mets up 20-14 in set 3. That one's sailing out the back, and Mets have a 7-point lead back under their belt with 4 points needed to take the third set.
That serve just went long. Mets getting pretty lucky there with that.
Lovely pickup from Dickinson. Keys able to put a swing on it. And that takes it, not only does it take a deflection off the block, but the call also coming in that there's a net touch against Mets. So even if that was picked up, that point going the way of City.
I think Katie Barber is definitely finding her stride now. She was struggling there in the first 2 sets, but I think she's getting into a rhythm.
The set off the net, Dickinson able to roll one in. Lovely from Prokop to stick some hands up there. And a really hard swing from Dickinson. Not only that, but a net call touch against City of Edinburgh as well. So 22 serving 15, and it's Elliott from the baseline. Lovely defense from the middle blocker in the 5 position. Keys puts a roll shot on it. That one from Ranklin doesn't make it past the net band. So the call is 4 touches against City of Edinburgh. And that gives Mets 2 points to make 25. Tight pass. Waldy doing her best. But Dickinson and Bacharnikova setting up a wall. 24 serving 15. And there are 9 set points for Mets to work with. Well, the coverage there from Bacharnikova. The tip is blocked by Ranklin. Doesn't come back over. And the Glasgow Mets take set 3, 25-15. And a decidedly strong 3rd set for the team in black. So the start of the fourth set here for the Scottish Cup Finals 2025 at the Pleasance Sport and Exercise Centre at the University of Edinburgh. If you are just joining us, it is Glasgow Mets up 2-1 over City of Edinburgh. So we'll just take a moment to wipe some of the sweat from the Terraflex. Can become very, very slippery if there's sweat on the floor. So just making sure that that floor is nice and dry for any players essentially playing through that right side. Tight set. Prokop does well to make it work. Rankin goes for a swing, but she's falling backwards and connects underneath the ball. Dickinson going for a short cross-court serve, not quite able to make it over the net. Short serve. Oh, the footwork from Ekaterina Bocharnikova. But that third contact is just wide. That was almost very special. Waldy with the serve, out to right side. Prokop not able to find court. That one barely rolling over the tape, but it'll go. Keys able to put a nice roll shot onto it. City of Edinburgh on the attack. Trot can't quite get behind that swing. And we'll get the timeout call for Glasgow Mets. City of Edinburgh with a much stronger start to set 4. They're up 6 points to 1.
This is what we mean when we talk about that resistance, that's not the word. Perseverance and resilience. It's been a long day, folks. This is what we mean when we say those words and we're talking about the City of Edinburgh team, because it would be so easy to just lay down after that defeat in that last set, but they have really come out with a strong start. So let's see if they keep it going.
Now Taya Keys distracted in that rally, pleading for the call of over that Anastasia Barakuyeva had to be on the floor to pick up. But the set goes out to Keys, and that's just a commentary on how talented she is as a player, because she wasn't even paying attention and she was still able to make that point work. Floaty. Passed well by Richardson. Oh, lovely defense from the middle blocker. And it doesn't come back. That is huge. Ekaterina Bocharnikova mixing in a pancake to her defense. Bocharnikova with another really nice serve. Oh, and the block is on for Prokop and Elliott. Sydney Maxwell not able to find her way through. It was a really good timeout call for Metz. The timeout call was taken at 6-1. It's now 4 serving 6. Perhaps I spoke too soon as that one from Bocharnikova's into the net.
Seems to happen that way sometimes. Can't get them all right.
A little bit of commentary curse.
We're seeing some of the City of Edinburgh men team coming back to support the City of Edinburgh women's team. It's always good to see some camaraderie in the sport.
The set out to Prokop. And Prokop not able to make her way past. Keys rolls one in. Brokuyeva takes the first one. Yatkovska taking the set. Yatkovska can't quite bring this one back in. Oh, beautiful dolphin dive from Yatkovska, and then covers the block as well. No one is there to take the second one, and Karolina Yatkovska, rightfully so, shouting at her team that no one was there to pick that up.
A couple of great pickups from the libero. That is the most infuriating thing. But it's important to regain composure and go again.
The call is a double against Brokuyeva, trying to turn and really push that set out to the antenna at the same time. Lovely from Yatkovska. Keys with a big swing. It's a bit chaotic, but it comes back over as a free ball. And the block is on for City of Edinburgh.
That was a move.
We've had a libero switch as well for City of Edinburgh. Lisa Waldy in the white strip out on court just now. Younger sister of setter Emma Waldy.
We love a sister duo.
Prokop just putting a free ball over, making her way back into a blocking position. It'll be good enough, but City go again. Brokuyeva not expecting that one to contact the net. And it's City up 13-4 in set 4.
I don't want to speak too soon, Kennedy, but I think we might be going to 5.
It definitely looks like it's going that way, doesn't it?
It sure does. The more volleyball, the merrier.
to Maxwell. Prokop gets hands on it. The push from Elliott, well dealt with. Oh, Prokop gets a hand on it, so does Keys. It's everywhere! And Glasgow Mets come away with the point after a chaotic rally.
Kennedy, you're getting a shout out in the comments from Annalise. You are the favorite commentator, and she says sorry to Danny.
Sweet, sweet Annalise. We were on the same team for the Ball Time All-Stars yesterday. I appreciate that one, Annalise. I'm looking at Danny right now. He's devastated. He's really upset by that. Brakieva able to bring in a second ball contact that makes it over. Keys putting one onto Richardson. Getkovska with the dig. Out to Dickinson, the block is on! Substitution for City of Edinburgh. Maxwell going to take a seat as Megan Fife comes in to serve. And we'll have the timeout call for Glasgow Mets as City of Edinburgh are up 15-7 in set 4. To see which way that one was going to fall. Shout out from Monica Forney, sending the love. You're gotta be my favorite Italian too, you know, just.
Do you know many Italians, Kennedy?
I know a few, yeah.
Well, that's really sweet. Big swing from the City of Edinburgh outside Rachel Morrison to really help them with this commanding 9-point lead.
Dickinson takes it off the deflection. She'll go have a swing of her own. Fife digs this one. Getkovska gets a pass behind it. Keys through the pipe. Takes the deflection off the block, and Keys comes away with the point. Ranklin from the baseline, on to Dickinson. Oh, squeezing it down the line. Free ball for Metz. What can they do with it? Prokop has a swing. Prokop puts it away.
Metz is climbing their way back into this. City of Edinburgh still have a commanding lead, but we'll see if they can get some momentum going into this fifth set.
Out to Keys, who's wide of court, has to roll one in. Metz not quite able to set up the defense in a way that would be effective. And City of Edinburgh see 19 points. That swing is out the back, and we'll have another substitution. Sydney Maxwell swapping back in for Megan Fife. So 13 serving 19. Katerina Bacharnikova on the baseline. And it's an ace for Bacharnikova.
I don't know if this set is over, Kennedy. Mets are showing some real momentum here.
So 24-16, Ferguson with the serve onto Keys. The two-ball attack is picked up. City go again. And they make it count, 25-16. City of Edinburgh takes set 4. Well, Maddie, do we love a fifth set or do we love a fifth set?
It wouldn't be the Scottish Cup Finals if it wasn't a fifth set. The City of Edinburgh men did not manage to pull out the 5 set. What do you reckon for the women? Is it going to be City of Edinburgh or Glasgow Mets?
This is a tough one. Our first 2 sets were ridiculously close. Set 4, decidedly Glasgow Mets. Set 3 rather. Set 4, decidedly City of Edinburgh. So we're just having these really big swings of momentum. I think it's going to be the team that comes out strongest right at the start is going to come through and sweep it. What do you think, Maddie?
I totally agree. I could see this 5th set being a bit of a blowout, but I'm not sure who to.
Exactly, not sure which way. I think in the men's game we had that feeling where it was going to be close. We knew it was going to be close, and it was. This one just feels like whichever way it goes, it's going to go definitely one way.
Yes.
So just as a reminder, this 5th set is a tiebreaker set, so it's a race to 15. It's still win by 2, so the team rather that wins has to be 2 points clear. Once a team makes it to 8 points, we'll switch sides just to make sure everything's fair, but there's no extra timeout when we switch sides. We just switch and move things right over. The call is against Glasgow Mets. I think a net touch or maybe a center line infringement. Didn't quite catch it. The cross-court shot from Dickinson is wide. The overpass, Ferguson takes it. Rakieva gets a touch, but it's not enough. And we'll get an early timeout call from Glasgow Mets. City of Edinburgh up 3-1 in set 5. Yatkovska taking the pass out of the timeout. Dickinson going for the line shot, but it's wide. Rankin onto Yatkovska again. Prokop is blocked. Both Keys and Yatkovska going for the coverage. Two players going for the same ball can sometimes be a good thing. Not in this case for Glasgow Mets. Free ball over is picked up. Free ball from City of Edinburgh doesn't quite make it over. So it's Glasgow Mets on the chase. They are 3 points behind in set 5. And an ace! Dickinson showing up and showing out. Barakieva is there but can't quite bring that ball up. And the men's City of Edinburgh fans in the stands being nice and loud as their women's team are up 6-3 in set 5. And Taya Keys, back to her old ways, finds a point in the pot. And the timeout call now from City of Edinburgh. They're up 6-4 in set 5.
Cross-court swing from the swing hitter back to the 1-1-2 zone.
That one hanging up in the net band for quite some time. City of Edinburgh able to bring it back over. They now have an opportunity to go on the attack again. It's hard off the block. The set from Trott. Keys is off the net. Maxwell tips one through but is picked up. Prokop picked up by Waldy. And the line shot falls. Dickinson caught on her heels, couldn't go either way.
Ian Brownlee is fired up. He wants this for his team just as bad as his team does. I think it'd be hard hard to find a man as passionate about volleyball as Ian Brownlee is. Haven't really played for him before. Did play under him in the ball game last night, and you can just tell he cares so much about the sport.
Well, you can't count Mets out of this fifth set just yet. They are 3 points behind and they are chasing, but there is a lot of time to keep going.
Great dig from the libero.
Take the reins on the situation, sees her opportunity and hammers one line. So we're having shout-outs that Olivia Elliott is a good contender for MVP. Couldn't agree more. She's had an excellent game. Dr. Brian Harmon as well, vying for Taya Keys, another Mets player who's played absolutely outstanding. Some great defense from Keys. Dickinson. Oh, and the call going the way of Glasgow Mets. It took a deflection off of Maxwell. Some Hawkeyes from our referees. I didn't see that from the commentary booth. And we'll have a substitution. Sydney Maxwell going to be swapped out for Megan Fife coming back in court. Of the play, a net touch call against Mets, and you can really see some frantic energy coming into the game. Players really trying to push hard into those blocks, pushing too hard and touching the net. It's a 3-point lead for City of Edinburgh, and Megan Fife with the serve. It's a nice, really nice float serve. Dickinson takes it well. Keys chasing after it, but the call is out, so it's 8 serving 10. We've got more shouts for Olivia Elliott as MVP. We've also got shouts for the Waldy sisters, Emma and Lisa, both of them making appearances in this game. And ace! Oh my goodness! Glasgow Mets right back in this fifth set, 9 serving 10. And I'll tell you what, Olivia Elliott can't hear us talking about her as MVP, but she's certainly making a run for it. Lovely swing from Ranklin, able to make her way through. Keys through the pipe, covers her own swing. Now out to left side. Waldy getting underneath that. Waldy with the hands as well. The sisters going in tandem. Dickinson swinging from off the tape. The overpass to Dickinson. She tries to redirect but pushes it too wide. So the timeout call from Glasgow Met. City of Edinburgh up 12-9 in set 5. Into the net, and it is 13 serving 9. The pass from Trott. This one rolling over the block. Emma sticks an arm out for it. Lisa getting underneath that one. And through the block, and that brings up 14-9 for City of Edinburgh. So 14 serving 9. City of Edinburgh have 5 match points. Lisa gets a touch on it, but a miscommunication means it doesn't come back over. Still lots of game to be had. Timeout call. City of Edinburgh up 14-10 in set 5. Champions. Well, it was a hard-fought game from both teams. Both teams really leaving everything out on the court. And like you say, Maddie, Glasgow Mets just got promoted to the Premier League this year and made it all the way to Cup Finals, just stopping short of gold.
They showed a lot of fight right till the end. It wasn't a blowout like we thought it was going to be, but 10-15, I'd say it was an intense 5-set match, just like you want to see at your Cup Finals.
Absolutely it was, and it's just a sign that these two teams were so nicely matched for a Cup Finals. Two really, really talented teams, but City of Edinburgh come out the Scottish Cup champions of 2025. Thank you so much to everyone who's come out to the Pleasance to watch these games happen live, and for those of you that were tuning in from home, thank you so much for all of your kind comments and interacting with the polls and everything that you do to keep SV going. There's lots more volleyball coming at you this weekend. We have the U16 and U18 Scottish Cup happening tomorrow here at the Pleasance. Come on down if you can. Otherwise, tune in online. But for now, that's myself, Kennedy Mason, and Maddie Weber saying goodnight.